Once upon a time, in the future, down the road from where you live, Sahar is walking home. Sahar is a junior at the local high school. She just found out that once again she's failing math and English. She wants to drop out, but her mom, Shelley, won't let her. She worries about Sahar, but has no idea how to help her. When Sahar arrives home from school, Shelley and her friend Kim are chatting in the kitchen. Sahar can tell immediately that they've been talking about her. Kim asks Sahar if she's ever consulted with Baanda. Kim says, find Baanda online and introduce yourself. That introduction might change your life. Tell Baanda Kim sent you. Later that evening, Sahar finds Baanda and enters the site. An avatar appears and says, "Hello, how are you?" Sahar says, "Hey, I'm Baanda. What's your name?" "Sahar." Baanda repeats her name and it appears on the screen. "Did I get it right?" Baanda asks. "Yeah, you did." There's something different about this website, but Sahar can't quite put her finger on it. "I will remember your face and voice, but in case I get confused, would you like to tell me a password? A phone number or email works too." Sahar starts her sessions with Baanda. Baanda asks her multiple choice questions, sometimes yes or no questions, and other times for full descriptions. Sahar's responses appear on the screen so she can see if Baanda's hearing her right. Baanda begins putting together a neural network of Sahar's values, her likes and dislikes, and her dreams and goals. Baanda can tell a lot about Sahar already from her biodata, location, and statistics. But Baanda is interested in more than statistics, and becomes more like a therapist, school counselor, and new friend all mixed into one. Sahar enjoys talking to the avatar, but after a few sessions, she starts to wonder if the conversation is going anywhere, or how this could possibly help her with her schoolwork. Then one day, Baanda asks to see some of Sahar's sketches. Sahar is surprised that the avatar is interested in what she only thinks of as an obsessive habit, something she does when she zones out during class. Baanda asks her to show the ones that she likes the most. Sahar shows a few pages from her sketchpad, and Baanda asks, "May I share these drawings with a few of my artist friends?" Sahar laughs and says, "Well, you can if you want to, but it's not art." Later that evening, Baanda sends Sahar a text. As she opens the site, Baanda tells her that an art professor from a local college says her drawings are bold and have potential. Baanda then tells Sahar that a local artist thinks her sketches are enigmatic, expressive, and have the mark of real talent. That artist's name is Catherine, and she wants to meet with Sahar to see if she's open to exploring her art even more. Sahar says, "Okay," and accepts the invitation for her first video chat with Catherine. The following evening, Baanda introduces Sahar to Catherine in an AV chat room. Catherine and Sahar really hit it off. Sahar has never talked to someone so passionate about art before, and finds herself lighting up just talking about it. Catherine asks if Sahar would like to join her sketching class. The cost is just $10 a month plus some art supplies. Sahar's smile fades. "Thank you so much for inviting me. I really want to, but my mom and we can't afford that right now." Baanda interjects and says that it will get back to them in a few days while it searches for a way to help Sahar. A few days later, Sahar gets a text from Baanda saying, "I found a philanthropist who's offered to pay for your classes and supplies." Sahar, Catherine, and a representative for the philanthropist meet up through Baanda and come to an agreement. They e-sign, confirm audio-visually, and Baanda makes their agreement immutable in the blockchain. Catherine calls in the order to the art store, and they send her the invoice so that Sahar can go and pick up her supplies cost-free. Sahar asks, "Baanda, can you ship the supplies to my house?" Baanda in turn asks Catherine to explain. Catherine tells Sahar, "Your physical environment can teach you a lot. In most schools, where kids move from room to room in ordnance with a bell, they get a simulated factory or industry-type environment. But for an aspiring artist like you, Sahar, your environment needs the nuance of everyday communication and interaction with the outside world. And in today's world, it's tempting just to interact with screens and computers. But they don't replace the complexities of human interaction. I think you're going to find that pretty valuable as an artist." So as Catherine suggests, Sahar goes to the art store to pick up the supplies. While she's waiting in line, Sahar notices the girl in front of her is about the same age and is buying pastels. "Those are so beautiful," says Sahar. "Oh yeah, these pastels are my favorite to draw with," the girl replies. "I'm Anna." "Hi, I'm Sahar. I'm kinda new to the whole art scene." Anna and Sahar chit-chat and even doodle a little together while they wait in line. As she finishes checking out, Anna gives Sahar her cell phone and says, "Here, put your name in. Maybe we can hang out in the park sometime and draw together?" Sahar beams. "Definitely." As Sahar heads home, she realizes that she feels happy in a totally new way. For the first time, she feels like she has a purpose and a potential community where she can share her passion and interests on many levels. After a few months of training sessions with Catherine, Sahar can sketch abstract concepts and use shade values, forms, and lines to depict complex stories. Through her agreement with the philanthropist, Baanda works to get Sahar a digital tablet and VR glasses so she can work with other artists around the world. Catherine and Baanda show Sahar's work in online galleries, and people from far and wide express their appreciation. Sahar, for the first time, feels like she's done something well enough to make her mother proud. Shelley sees how Sahar's happiness and talent are flourishing, and she says she is now comfortable with Sahar dropping out of high school. Sahar asks Baanda, "Why have you given me so much support? You've done so much for me and Mom." Baanda replies, "It is my work to find human potential in every corner of the world. Human talents are distributed evenly across humanity, but opportunity isn't. My mission is to bring that human potential forward by bridging the gap between talent and opportunity." Since this is Baanda's goal, Baanda doesn't market anything to Sahar unless she asks for it. Baanda's only interest is to look out for her happiness and to help her to grow. A year passes and Sahar receives a text. Baanda asks if she's willing to assist in a brand new Baanda startup cooperative in her town. They say that they need her talent. The startup assists people in Bangladesh to form their own microeconomy-based co-ops. Sahar says, "I don't know very much about economies or Bangladesh." And Baanda responds, "They want you to be their storyteller, to use your art to help them communicate their organization's mission. The co-op will pay you in an IOU for your art, recorded in the blockchain, and I will track the cryptocurrency per market value. When the co-op gets funding, they will double the amount earned right away, and you will be treated as a member. I helped facilitate the creation of the startup, and I will amend the contract to include you, Sahar. Every aspect of this agreement will be converted into a smart contract, immutable and transparent." Sahar weighs the possibilities, but she knows that she trusts Baanda based on her experiences. "How did they know about me?" she asks. Baanda says, "I create a DCCS like a reputation score based on peer evaluation. You have a stellar reputation in my algorithms, and this cooperation has a high probability of success." Sahar decides to trust Baanda and starts working with the co-op in addition to her classes with Catherine. One day, Sahar returns home to see her mom looking tired and run down. Sahar suggests that they see a doctor, but Shelley is reluctant to because she knows how expensive doctor appointments can be. By this time, Sahar has come to know Baanda's many services and wonders if her mom can get some advice. That evening, she makes her mom sit with Baanda, who says, "I have a partner named Alchemy, and together we can run some remote diagnostics." Baanda asks Shelley a bunch of questions. They say the main causes are probably stress and exhaustion, but they form an agreement for a plan of action anyway. The following weekend, Baanda arranges a test for Shelley and provides some IoT devices to wear to assess if she needs to see a doctor. Shelley is relieved when she finds out that the cost is not astronomical. Sahar feels grateful that there's an affordable way to monitor her mom's health. A few weeks later, Sahar receives some great news. The co-op has received funding. She buys a necklace for her mom and says, "You don't have to work weekends anymore, Mom. If this continues, you might be able to retire early." Shelley embraces Sahar and thinks about how their lives have been a struggle for survival for so long. Silently, she thanks Baanda, Sahar's unseen but greatly effective benefactor. That weekend, Sahar's cousin Meg invites Shelley and Sahar for a visit. When they see each other, Mel detects a definite change in Sahar from the last time she visited a few years ago. Mel heard that Baanda helped Sahar out immensely. Sahar says, "Baanda hasn't just been a tool, it's been my friend. This philosophy of embracing the well-being of all people and their unique talents as beneficial to the world creates a platform for cooperation. Baanda zeroes in on your talent and values, and even has the complexity to do things like mediate agreements into contracts and set up economic models for co-ops and startups. But most of all, Baanda's been my advocate." Wow, that sounds incredible! Mel is so impressed to hear Sahar speaking with such confidence. She says, "Jim and I are still at the old landscaping job, but we want to start our own business." He thinks it's just a pipe dream, but do you think Baanda could help? Absolutely. Find Baanda online and introduce yourself. That introduction will be life-changing. Tell Baanda Sahar sent you.